You're listening to a Rock Candy podcast.
Hi, my name is Stephen Long, and I host a show here on Rock Candy called Sacred Tension. It's about the spiritual discipline of asking questions. If you find yourself uncomfortable in your faith, or if you find yourself caught between modern science and ancient religion, or if you're curious about the journeys of others who are sorting out faith and doubt, Sacred Tension is a place where nothing is off limits. You will find conversations with pastors, cult experts, spiritual leaders, and skeptics, all discussing the ways we navigate the faiths we were given. Find Sacred Tension right here on Rock Candy and wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hello and welcome to Joe and Reese's Pickle and Boot Shop, a diabolical brainwashing machine. I'm one of your hosts here, Reese Roper. This is the part of the show where I give a disclaimer for what is on the show. Most of it sucks, I'm going to tell you that right now. We tell all the good jokes before the clap. We don't cut out me chewing or fumbling around in a bag of Reese's Pieces. Joe confuses roofing with police work this week. We say that Channing Tatum needs to pick first name, and we suggest Randy Channing. Pants? No, but shirts, we've got them on. We tell some more poop stories. I make the statement, I have a Captain Ahab-sized sailor on the poop deck. We talk about the pro circuit of toilet clogging. I plagiarized a jingle from 5 Iron Frenzy. Sorry, guys. We talk about a subpar Arby's, which is called Beefaroo. The Pickle and Boot Shop. We always hope you hate it.
Well, here we go. You guys, hopefully you heard all that good stuff because I think all our jokes were already done in the pre-part.
I'm gonna cut it out, man.
In this episode, Reese is going to cut out all the funny stuff. So
I'm going to cut out me chewing Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Schmeese's. So at work the other day, we're kind of doing a recruitment thing at the police department, or at the roofing company. We're doing.
Sorry.
Yeah. We're doing you need to do a, actually, because I said police department, you need to do a pig sound to edit that.
I don't understand.
But we're doing kind of a recruitment thing. And so
for roofers,
a female officer whose last name is Reese, Jessica Reese, she came to the school with me to kind of talk to females at the school that might be interested in law enforcement. And her last name, she spells it different. She spells it Reece.
Which is a lie.
And a student came up and said, "What's your name? Officer Riki?" So she has been Officer Riki since then. So I like how you're eating Riki's Peakies.
No, this is the thing. This is a very common brand of confectionery and food. Reese's. How do they spell that? Right?
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah. And then sometimes you see like the ball hitch, like on the back of a truck, and it's Reese's. It's also spelled Reese. And then there's like a brand of like pickled things, Reese. Somehow everybody
Well,
still fucking spells my name wrong with a C. Like, who spells it like that?
see, she says everybody spells her name with an S.
Who spells it with a C, though? For real.
She does.
Like, I know, because so Jessica Reese, but like
Reese.
Reese Witherspoon, R-E-E-S-E. Everybody spells it, which is technically a misspelling because it's R-H-Y-S. It's Welsh. But still, I mean, like, if you're going to misspell it, like, do it the most common and accepted way. I swear to God, anytime I tell somebody my name, they write it R-E-E-S-E, or C-E. It's always with a C.
Just go back to Mike.
I can't.
I just think you need to just change it up. Just go with like Toby.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just
At work, sometimes they call me Magic Mike because they know I'm a Michael.
Because you got the moves.
I do have some moves.
You got the moves like Jagger. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not for my dancing. It's because I calm the savage beast in the children.
You got moves like Channing Tatum. Or is it Tatum Channing? What's his name?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum, not Tatum Channing.
Yeah, it's too much. That guy needs to pick just one normal name and put it with one of those other ones.
Pick a last name because you have. I know
Channing.
he listens. He's a patron.
Yeah,
He's a Patreon subscriber.
Channing. We're already accustomed to that with Carol Channing.
Yeah.
You know,
So
greatest songstress of our time.
Pick a first name like Randy.
Randy Channing.
Channing.
Or Randy Tatum.
Yeah, Randy Channing just rolls off the tongue.
Randy Channing.
It sounds like you're slurring a different word. I don't know what that word is. But when
Randy
you go
Channing.
Randy Channing, it sounds like you're trying to say something, but you're having a stroke.
Channing. If you had the serious Lake Erie accent, you'd go Randy Channing.
Is there
Randy? Is there a Randy Channing around here? Randy
His buddy's name is
Channing.
Adam. Adam Jackson.
Adam Jackson. And Randy Channing.
I mean, I think that Channing Tatum fella would get more. I think he would get more roles in Hollywood if he switched to Randy Channing.
Definitely more ladies would be attracted to him.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he needs some more of that.
And if he did the People cover, sexiest man of the year, Randy Channing. I mean, there's not enough
Channing.
teenage girls pining over Randys.
No, they're not. Like Randy Newman. A lot of ladies like him.
I love Randy Newman.
A lot of ladies. Jeez. I mean, talk about having some Polish stalkers. That guy.
Did he
is lit up.
Did he die?
I don't think he did.
Is he alive or dead?
No, he's alive.
Is he?
Yeah, I think the best of the songwriters that the COVID got was friggin' Adam Schlesinger. Adam Schlesinger.
What band is he from?
Fountains of Wayne.
Oh, and COVID got him?
The COVID got him, man.
Oh, that ain't good. Well,
I
you
cried. That dude was like my
Did you?
favorite lyricist.
Really? Mm-hmm. Never even heard of the guy. Never heard of you. Next.
Have
Your
you
money's
listened
on
to
the
Fountains of
dresser,
Wayne?
honey. Next.
That Thing You Do. He wrote the music for it. Josie and the
seriously?
Pussycats? Yeah. Josie and the Pussycats? He wrote it.
Never seen that. But I
Fountains of Wayne, though?
yeah, but
You
I
like gotten into
know
them?
That Thing You Do. That's a great movie. I went and saw That Thing You Do when we were in California recording Motor City Ska. We went and saw that with the Spivvies.
Did you really?
We did. We went to a theater in Huntington Beach, and we watched That Thing You Do with the Spivvies, who are a band like the band in That Thing You Do.
They kind of are.
Yeah, they were like a nerdy 50s band, like Buddy Holly kind of band. If you guys have never heard the Spivvies, it's Spiev, IES. No,
Yeah, I think it's the.
SPIVIES.
THEE. The Spivvies.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I was part of the Spivvies fan club.
Oh, did you get a little ID card?
I got an ID card. I got a plastic, like, alien squirt gun.
Jeez, OP.
I got a paper doll set. And I still have it. It's in my, like, box of old stuff. But I have the Spivvies fan club first box you got.
It's there with your amazing stories number 13.
Yep.
Just because you're like, do I need to keep this? Who's this fella? Spider-Man? You
Who's
kept
this
it?
guy? This is a fad. This won't catch on.
This won't catch on.
Hey, speaking of catching on, I was asked this week. I was sitting at church as church wound down. One of our listeners, but even more so, a friend of mine, Vicky Coakley.
Yeah.
Vicky Coakley comes up behind me and says, "All right, I got to ask you a question." So I'm like, "Uh-oh." And
how good looking is that Reese fella in real life?
Yep. And I said, "You know what?
Yeah.
Take a piece of bubble gum, chew it up, then while it's still in your mouth, chew up a baby carrot, and spit that carroty bubble gum onto the ground.
Spit it out in a barber shop.
Yep. Yeah. Spit that carroty bubble gum out onto the floor of a barber shop. Take that and spread it over a mannequin's head. And that is how good looking Reeky Roper is.
Reeky Roper. You hit that nail on the head, dude. So she came up to you in church, snuck up behind you.
Snuck up behind me like she was a Native American stalking a bison. Just right up on me. And
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Yep. And just, I swear she was wearing moccasins, walks right up on me and says, "Hey, What was wrong with there?"
I'm just like, okay, now, all right. Still okay? We're still okay.
No, we're good. We're still good. She snuck up on me, and she said, "All right, I have a question for you." I said, "What?" She goes, basically like you and Reese screw around so much. Is the Polish stalker true?
Oh.
Like, is the Polish stalker for real or is it a bit? And I said, "Vicky, it is as real can get." And I said, our Polish stalker is not only real, but people on social media have figured out who she is, and they will try and, "Hey, why don't you cool it?" And then they end up getting blasted by her. And people are like, "Ooh, I wish I never did that. I wish I never started down that road."
Yeah.
And so that's why we always tell our listeners, don't mess with the stalker. If you figure out who she is or whatever like that, don't mess with her, because we're not joking, man. Like, she'll get goofy with you. So I had to warn Vicky about that.
Yeah, she sent me an email somehow like 3 weeks ago and was like, "Hey, it was Mother's Day." She's like, "Let's call a truce on this." Was it Mother's Day or Mother's Day's coming up? Let's call a truce. Let's do it. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this isn't a war. I just asked you to leave me alone.
Did you take the truce, though?
I'm not doing anything to her. This is what she thinks we're doing, talking about her. Like, this is our offensive, and she's playing defense by talking shit about us and showing everybody, sensual videos.
Yes.
that I sent her.
If they talk bad about me, I'll talk bad about them. Yes, they're
and
bad
she
men.
talks to all our fans, sends them crap like that.
The pickle and boot shop. Yes, it's like Scorpion on heroin. Yes, they're like two vipers. They're like two vipers high on caffeine. Yes.
Yes. Yes. And that's what it's like.
And in Poland,
but
those are you guys in Poland. Those are very harsh statements. A Viper on caffeine. It doesn't get much worse.
It doesn't. That's like making fun of Pope John Paul II.
It's like saying the C word.
Yeah, Catholic.
Cadaver.
Oh, cadaver. Sorry, Joe.
Klondike.
No, man. She thinks this is like a tit for tat thing. This is not a tit, by the way. There's no tit. I am not titting. There's no tits being shown.
We'd like to be doing more of that on this show, but we don't. Our shirts remain on.
What? Yeah. I mean, pants, no, but shirts, we got them on.
Pickle and Boot
Shirts
Shop
on
is
lock,
completely pants optional.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're listening in your car, totally fine. You get pulled over by somebody, a roofer or a policeman.
Drop them.
It's okay.
Say you're listening to Pickle and Boot Shop. They would be so... If they were like, why are you driving without any pants? Because I'm listening to the Pickle and Boot Shop. Like, you just say it with confidence, and they'd be like, oh, what? Okay. All right, have fun. Sorry I bothered you.
Sorry,
I stopped you for doing 115 and a 30, but go ahead.
The key is you carry around some of that fart spray in your glove box. Act like you're getting in there to get your license and registration, and just fill the car up with it. And then when they open it, you just be like, "Sir, I have diarrhea. I am terrified I'm not going to make it.
No.
Please let me go."
Already have a bag if you're running late. Have like a bag. You know how in junior high you took all the leftover food and mixed it up? Did you ever do that?
No.
In junior high, we would take everybody who sat at our table at the end of lunch, whatever wasn't finished, we would combine in a plastic bag and then pour like chocolate milk in it. So it would be this just mucky, chocolatey, brown goo. And then we would go into the bathroom, and we thought it was so hilarious to hold the plastic bag by the two corners at the bottom and just flick it into a urinal.
No.
So it looked like someone just took the biggest dump in a urinal and like sprayed it, like diarrhea in a urinal.
And no one had to clean that up. That's
I know. We just thought it would be so funny. We didn't
now
think
as
back
an
then
adult,
that
you're just like, oh, I am just like one bad decision away at my job right now from cleaning that up.
Speaking of which,
one swear word in the wrong person.
So when I was working for the Salvation Army, I one day I had to go to the bathroom so bad. So I go in this far away bathroom where like nobody is in the church, and I blow it out. I blow it out, and what comes out of me is probably the size of a large zucchini.
Wow.
And I go to flush the toilet, and it backs up, and the toilet breaks. So it
sounds like you could have broken it with the weight of that thing.
Yes. I think the weight distribution between the tank and the bowl was off, and it just wasn't going to flush. Mm-hmm. So it fills like to the rim where you're praying to the Lord to not overflow. And it didn't. It raised so high, and then it just kind of stopped and just settled there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like running late for something that I had to do. So I just closed the lid. So I closed the lid, and I went to grab a piece of paper to say out of order and put it on the put it on the bathroom. And then when I got back from whatever errand I had to run, I was going to fix the toilet. Well, when I left to get the piece of paper to write the note, someone got my attention, pulled me aside, and I was on another tangent, doing something else on a busy workday. Completely forgot about it. So Nate Sjogren, our drummer, his wife was one of the church janitors.
Oh, no.
So she goes in to clean the bathroom, opens it up, and there's just this turd staring at her like an alligator coming out of a swamp.
A zucchini-sized turd.
Yeah, just raises its head like an alligator in the bayou and just stares at her. And she slams the toilet lid down, starts crying. And
no.
Yes. And somehow later that evening, I was with
It got traced back to you?
So Nate, I'm talking to him or we're with each other or something. Something happened that day to where, or it was like a week later, something like that. We're doing like band practice or something. And Nate's like, yeah, his wife, Christina, she goes by Tina. So he's like, yeah, Tina had the worst day. Like she almost quit or she did quit. I forget what it was, something like that. And I was like, why? What happened? He was like, she had the worst day. Like her morning went like this. And it was like one thing bad after one thing bad after the next thing bad. And he goes, and the final straw was she went to clean a toilet. And it had this huge turd in it that she had to take care of.
He had to get out like a unwrapped coat hanger and like try and break it up
like a machete just to get through
Lord.
it. And yeah, just to pierce its armored plating like a dragon, like a dragon's tail. And so I start dying laughing, and he's like, dude, that, like, why is that funny? Like, why are you laughing at my wife's, like,
worst day ever?
Yeah, worst day ever. And I'm like, dude, that was my crap. So then not only was she disgusted that somebody did that to her, but then she was doubly disgusted that it was mine.
Oh, Lord. Joe.
Yeah.
Did you have a chance to make up? Did you apologize?
Never.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't think I ever got the chance.
I have a similar story in that Keith and Leonore and I all lived in this house that Dennis owned. And he decided to sell it. So we were all moving out, and we were helping him get it cleaned up and get ready. He was doing all this stuff to get it ready. Well, I just remember I had a tremendous, like, Captain Ahab-sized sailor on the poop deck. And this bathroom in his basement, he put in himself. And I'm not going to critique his plumbing skills, but, like, he was learning as he was going. He's way better at, like, home improvement and stuff now. So he'll tell you this, but, like, he put in this bathroom himself. And there was a lot of times that toilet clogged. Now, that being said, I'm like a champion toilet clogger as well.
You're on the pro circuit?
Yeah. And so I just had the largest Captain Ahab to get out. And of course, like, it was just full. And then it wouldn't flush. So it was full and then water on top. And something happened. Like, I was in a hurry. I was like, I got to poop real bad. Pooped, was doing stuff for like a day. And then I come back to unclog it, and it was done. Like, it was all cleaned out and done. And like a month later, I was just like, oh, somebody else cleaned it. It's no big deal. A month later, Dennis's wife, Melinda, is... like, we're together, and I realize she is super pissed at me. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? She goes, did you leave a poop in the toilet? Like, is that how you thank Dennis for, letting you guys live there all those years? And I was like, oh, my gosh, no. No, that toilet always clogged. I was going to come back, but I forgot. Oh. He was pissed. I think he's still pissed at me for it. I think he still thinks I did it on purpose. Like, I'll show you for charging me he did charge me $300 a month, and I didn't even have a room. I lived in a hallway in his basement.
That seems like good payment, though.
There was a window. It does nowadays. This is like late 90s, early 2000s. There's a window up like at the end, and then the rest is just darkness. But man, it was good for sleeping. And like for demons to attack you.
Yeah.
It was good for both those things.
Well, I have another story I can share with you. So
right.
when the
Hey guys, just so you wouldn't, just in case you're like, what is the format of this show? Poop stories. We talk about this. This is actually, we wrote this down.
This is called This Month in Poop is our new bit.
This month.
Can you come up with a jingle for it?
I sure can, Joe.
Okay. So when you edit this, before we start this, you need to do, it needs to splice in This Month in Poop with a jingle.
Okay.
Okay.
This month in poop.
So continuing with this, so the Insiders, we would stop touring every year right around Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. People have heard this a million times. And then we would work for the Salvation Army between Thanksgiving and Christmas for the red kettle season. Well, one year we went to Rockford, Illinois. Nate Sjogren's parents were the Corps officers in one of the Rockford Salvation Armies. Mm-hmm. And so we were helping, and some wealthy business owner donated this giant vacant warehouse to the Salvation Army for the season so they could keep all their food that was donated and coats and toys. And they would use this warehouse to store all that until it was time to distribute all that for Christmas.
Okay.
So I go down to Rockford. Nate and I go down to Rockford. We meet up with his brother, Mike, and we go to his dad and we're like, all right, put us to work. What do we need to do? And he's like, I want you to go down to this warehouse and start, doing whatever, like loading these boxes on pallets, whatever. So we're like, all right. So we go down, we get into this warehouse. Now it's the dead of winter. So it's, it's kind of like late November, early December when we went down. From what I remember. It might have been closer to Christmas now that I think about it. And there's like this giant wall that's maybe 20 feet long and 10 feet tall that was basically like a garage door that was open. And it just had like visqueen, like plastic sheets that hung down.
Right.
And because this place was vacant, it was freezing.
So they didn't have heat.
So they didn't have heat. So it was vacant, so they turned it off. They don't want to pay for the bill, so they turned off the heat. So we get in there and we're freezing. We're working and like we could see our breath, our noses are cold, our hands are freezing. So we're like, dude, enough of this. Like, does the heat work on this place? So we go over, we find the thermostat, and one of the guys like adjusts it. And there's a fourth person, our very, very, very first road manager. His name was Mark. So it was Nate, Mark, Mike, and me. And so Mark like goes up, like adjusts the thermostat, and after working a half hour, we're all still freezing. We're like, this thing doesn't work. It's broke. So I go up to it like I'm spinning the wheel for the final prize on Price is Right. And I give this thermostat dial just a spin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's broke. So we go back about our business. Well, we start working, more, and it's lunchtime. So what famous place in Rockford, Illinois, does one eat at when it's lunchtime? The Beefaroo.
The Beefaroo?
There is a place, a fast food place. Oh. It's like a subpar Arby's. And it's called Beefaroo.
It's where when you're in Rockford and you're hanging out with Cheap Trick.
Yeah. Yep.
You
exactly.
go to the Beefaroo.
Yep.
Okay.
And so eat at the Beefaroo. It doesn't sit well with any of us. So we go back to the warehouse and we're working our afternoon. After a little while, Nate's like, dude, my stomach is not feeling good. Like Beefaroo hit me hard. So
it sounds like they combined kangaroo with a cow.
That might have been what was being served.
Let's just see what this tastes like.
This cow kind of jumps around. It boxes hillbillies. It's a boxing hillbilly cow. So Nate's like, oh my gosh, I gotta poop. So he goes into the bathroom and he destroys it. He blows it out, diarrhea, whatever. Can't find toilet paper, so he uses like paper towel or something.
He uses his sleeve.
Yeah, a sock. And he comes back out and he's like, guys, the water's shut off. So he had taken this big dump with like no water in the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
So there wasn't any in the tank. So when he went to flush it, nothing happened. So there's just this turd in this bowl, dry docked. So 15 minutes goes by and his brother Mike is like, my stomach is killing me. And he's like, I gotta go. And so he goes up there and he birthday cakes on top of Nate's poop. So
Birthday cake.
yeah, he just wedding caked it. So he goes on top of Nate. Another 20 minutes later, Mark's like, guys, I gotta do it. Like, I can't hold it anymore. Mark goes in there. Mark tops it off.
It's like over the top of the bowl now.
Yeah, it's piled up in the bowl. So
Okay.
we're like 18 years old, and we leave. So at the end of the day, we leave this place.
You, Joe, were unaffected.
I was unaffected.
Wow.
Yeah, I was unaffected.
Okay.
So we leave this place, and we all forget to go back to clean it. So we literally go on with our lives. We go back to Rockford. We come back to Michigan. We go back out on tour. And the next time we had a break in a tour, say it was March, we go back to Rockford. And as soon as we get into Rockford, we show up at the church, and Nate's like, hey, Dad, what's up? I haven't seen you in a couple of months. And his dad's like, all of you, I need to see you in my office. And we're like, oh, crap. So we walk into his office at the church, and he's like, I only need to see Nate, Mark, and Joe. So we go into his office, and he goes, is there something you guys want to tell me? And we don't have a clue. Obviously, it's 3 months later. We don't know what he's talking about.
How'd Mike get off the hook?
Mike lived in Rockford.
Oh, he had already
So
gotten
he had
schooled on
already been chewed out.
Nobody called you and gave you a heads up?
Nobody.
Dad's
so
pissed. Okay.
So what happened was the owner of the warehouse, after like the season, stopped by the warehouse to make sure to close it all up after the Salvation Army used it. The heat was up to like 110. It had been running for like 3 months. Well, at that point, it wasn't 3 months. It had been running for like 2 weeks.
It was like the Congo in there.
Yeah, it was
Oh my gosh.
cooking. And then the dude, and it reeked like crap. And the guy's like, why does this warehouse, A, why is it 110 degrees? And B, why does it smell like a sewer?
Oh my gosh.
And he checked the bathroom, and there's just this triple birthday cake that had been like baked in a kiln. Just in the toilet. And this guy had donated it to the Salvation Army, and we totally forgot. This guy had to clean it out himself,
His treasures
pay
are
this
in heaven.
astronomical like heating bill.
Yeah.
And so the Salvation Army ended up having to reimburse him and pay the heating bill, and then give him money for having to clean this triple bypass out
Oh my gosh.
out of the toilet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's the Beefaroo warehouse story.
Dude, I am so intrigued by going to the Beefaroo now. You had me at just the name Beefaroo.
Yeah, if you're passing through Rockford, I don't know if it's still there. I don't know if it's still open. But this was 90s, early 2000s. There was the Beefaroo.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Whew.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's been this month in poop.
This month in poop.
Stay tuned for future episodes where we bring you this month in poop. This month in poop. And I'm hoping you're going to put some sweet sound effect on my voice.
Yeah, when you say that.
Yeah. This month in poop.
Dude, speaking of this month in poop, I'm eating these Reese's Pieces and I'm lactose intolerant. I mean, it's tearing me up. I feel like I'm about to.
There's that much milk.
There must be.
That much, what lactose in it?
I think there's chocolate in it. And
yeah, there is. Chocolate and peanut butter.
Whatever else. Yeah, it's going to give me the craps.
Well, why are you eating a 3-pound bag of them?
It's so good. I can't stop it.
You got to hide it. Like, go take it upstairs.
You're right. Hide it from myself.
Yeah.
All right. So, what else is on the docket, Joseph?
I wanted to go over with you because you have young ones. Do you have young ones that have cell phones?
Not yet. So I have...
What's your plan for that?
To avoid it as long as possible. They're both asking for them. But, like, I have a flip phone that I got for my microphone company. And so sometimes I have to drop them off at the bus stop, and there's, like, the bus isn't there. And there's adults there, but I don't know them. You know, it's like the parents of the other kids. So I'm just like, put it on a speakerphone, and then I call them as I'm driving to work. Because they usually get picked up, like, in that 10 minutes it takes me to get from there to work.
Yeah.
And then I feel safe. But I make them leave it on speakerphone. I don't have there's no cell phone of their own, which I think is coming. Like, Lyndon starts junior high next month. That's next year, whatever that is called.
Yeah.
August. So, I don't know, man. I'm trying to avoid it. I don't want it to happen.
Yeah. Oh, someone's knocking on my door. Come on in. Oh, Ella wants to get in on this. Ella, come on in. No, you're good. Come on in. She's saying good. Well, come on in and say good night. His children interrupt all the time. You can come
all
in
the
and interrupt.
time.
We can edit this out. Say hi to her.
Hi.
Good night, babe. Sleep well. Did you see she's wearing an insider shirt?
No. She wears it to
all
sleep?
my kids have, each of them probably have, how many insider shirts do you have? You could wear one every day of the week and not repeat.
Yeah.
Wow.
She says she could go 2 weeks and wearing Insiders merch every single day.
They actually wear it, though. That's what's impressive.
They wear it, and they don't wear them as, like, well, she's wearing this one as a sleep shirt.
Yeah.
But, like, they wear them to school. They have teachers that are like, Insiders? How do you know the Insiders? And they're like, oh, my dad was the lead singer. And, like, they have teachers that, like, went to our concerts.
Dude.
Mia wore the 5-iron Trojan head, the skull Trojan head, to school the other day. And her teacher was like, what do you know about 5-iron Frenzy? And she was like, yeah, he was a fan. Good night, Ella. I love you.
Night, Ella.
Riki says good night.
Riki. So my kids, so there was a enormous surplus of leftover Roper merchandise that ended up getting to my kids. There's still plenty left. We gave a ton to the Salvation Army.
Oh, that's funny.
So who knows where those went? But, like, I think they were wearing them until they became sentient of it, and people were like, why do you have a T-shirt with your own name on it? And they're like, oh, embarrassed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You know what I want to see? I want to see some National Geographic picture where some kid in like some fifth world country is playing soccer ball with like a coconut and wearing a Roper shirt.
Yeah, no pants on.
No pants,
Like
or
just
like
that.
a dirty diaper, and he's 7 years old, barefoot, soccer with a coconut, and
I need it
and
to
a
happen.
Roper shirt. Yeah.
And then I'll just be like, hey, you're welcome, Jesus.
Yeah. You're welcome, missionaries.
Jeez. What else can I do for you today?
Yeah. How else can I further your kingdom? So back to cell phones. Now, because of my position at the roofing company, I work with schools and making sure that their roofs are safe and leak free.
Yes.
And in doing so, I have to deal a lot with kids and the misuse of their cell phones. And
Yeah.
today, my entire day from 9 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock at night was dealing with a particular school and a particular group of 13 and 14-year-olds that were sending nude photos to each other.
Oh my gosh.
And it had gotten out. Like, you know, because it always like one kid sends it to another kid who sends it to three kids, and they each send it to three kids. So then before you know it, half the school has like a nude photo of like one of their classmates. So I had to deal with this all day.
Committed a felony.
Yes, exactly. A 20-year felony. Manufacturing, possessing, and distribution of child pornography. In the state of Michigan, that's how that rolls. Now, so it's what made me think, because I was interviewing one of the children, and I was talking to the parents, and they just kind of like threw up their hands and said, "What do we do? What do we do from here?" And I always make whenever parents ask me, I make the same comment, and I say, you know, have you ever seen the Marvel movies? And I'm like, giving a minor, someone less than the age of 18, a cell phone is like giving them the Infinity Gauntlet. It's too much power. And every parent will tell you the same thing. Every parent will tell you, I didn't want to do it, but it's peer pressure.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, well, so-and-so has a smartphone, so-and-so has a smartphone, so-and-so does this, so-and-so does that. And thank God my children I've basically told my kids, like, it's a strike one rule. Like, if you ever get caught doing something remotely stupid on your phone, it's gone. It's gone. You don't get another one. You don't get a flip phone. It's gone. And my kids have been... Yeah, my kids have been pretty, not pretty good. They've been great. I have no qualms with them up until this point. So I've been blessed in that area. But at work, having to deal with all these other families, they always ask me, like, well, what do we do? And I'm like, well, for starters, your son or daughter has obviously proven that they can't handle the responsibility of a smartphone. Get them a flip phone. Because parents will, if you always say, take their cell phone away, the first thing a parent's going to tell you is, well, what if there's an emergency? I want to be able to get a hold of them.
Flip phone.
And the thing is, the other thing is your kid's at school all day. If there's an emergency, you call the school, like we all did that. Our parents called the school when they had to pull us out of school. Like, your communication with your child doesn't have to be instantaneous. It can be within 3 minutes, you know, if something happened. And we're talking about kids who can't have that responsibility. Like, it's too much for them. And so, you know, you get a kid and they get, you know, all the apps, and they get TikTok, and they get Snapchat, and, you know, they get all these other apps where they can share pictures, share videos. They're just constantly on those things. Like, their brains just suck into them. Yeah. And, you know, you're at the school, and at lunchtime, every single kid is sitting on a bench with their face in their phone. Like, nobody's talking. Nobody's talking about music. Nobody's like, hey, listen to this band. Listen to this band. Like, nobody's doing that stuff. The schools that I go to are just kids. It's dead silence. You could hear a pin drop. up for about half the lunch. You could hear a pin drop in the hallway because everyone is on their phone. And it's just the stuff that kids do. And now, mind you, if we were young and grew up with cell phones, I'm sure we would have done stupid things too.
We would have done stupid stuff. I totally would have.
Yeah, but we didn't. We didn't grow up in that time, and they are. And so being a parent that hasn't yet made that decision, I am a parent that has made that decision. I wish I didn't. It's hard to go back now. Like, it would be hard to go to my kids and say, hey, I know you guys haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, but I'm going to take these. Phones.
Yeah, my oldest is 18. So Ella, who you just saw, she's 18. So whatever she chooses to do, that's on her.
Yeah.
But my youngest, Mia, is a sophomore. So I'm not going to tell them to turn their phones in now after they've already had them for this long. But you as a parent and listening to these other parents that are just like, what do we do? Like, they feel like they're like, I don't know if the word's hopeless, but they feel hopeless. They're just like, what do we do? We need help. We need answers. And it's like, dude, you're a parent.
Yeah.
Take their phone away.
You're the boss.
Like, your son committed 14 felonies within 2 hours today.
Uh-huh.
You should probably take that away.
Uh-huh.
Like 14 felonies. That right there, think of it. If your parents were like, hey, you committed a misdemeanor by doing something on your phone, that would be the end of the world.
Yeah.
You'd get beat. This kid did 14 felonies.
Yeah.
And I say in 2.5 hours, he did that in less than 10 minutes.
I think people need to normalize that. Like, you don't have to give your kids everything they ask for.
Yes,
you don't have
agree.
to give them something that could easily be dangerous. Just unleash them on the world with a friggin' smartphone. Like,
yeah,
you don't know what apps they have. I mean, so Lyndon has an iPad Mini. But when she wants an app, I have to approve it.
Me too.
So she wants TikTok. I think she wants Snapchat because they do the filters. And I'm like, hell no. Neither one. You're not doing either one. There's no reason for it. Right now, I think there's even a fight at our house over YouTube because I don't like it. I feel like it's not curated at all. There's bad stuff on TV, but at least it goes through a committee. Even
right.
Reality TV, somebody is producing that. Some thought has been put into it to be like, I don't know, should we show this to kids?
Right.
Somebody is doing that.
Right.
YouTube is just like, how do I get famous?
Yeah, in my last marriage, my stepdaughter, she would watch YouTube the game, I think it's called Roblox
Yeah.
So she would play Roblox or Minecraft, and she would watch these YouTubes of
these
people
guys
playing
and screaming about it.
Yeah, and they're dropping F-bombs. They're
yes.
oh, the F and this and the F. And I'm like, Evelyn, what are you watching? She's like, oh, it's a thing on Minecraft. And so it's these grown dudes effing and jeffing while playing a children's game that I don't know if it's a children's game. It looks like it, but and then young kids are watching these YouTube
a lot
videos.
Of young kids.
Yeah. And
those
so
guys have 1 million views.
Yeah, so then I'd be going to my wife at the time, I'd be going to Molly hey, just so you know, this is what and she'd be like, what? So then she'd be like, Evelyn, no, you can't watch this person. So then she would watch a different YouTuber, and same thing. The guy'd be, the guy might not be dropping F-bombs, but he's saying ass or he's saying damn. And she's, 8 years old watching it, and you're like, what is going on?
My kids
Yeah, so I understand what you're saying about that.
Even if they're not swearing, though, how useless is that to watch a video of somebody playing a video game? I can't. Like, I'm just like, hey, it's enough that I let you play video games this much. Go outside. Like, go outside, find something to do. Take a stick, throw it at somebody's eye. Do what we used to do. Try and murder each other.
Yeah.
Dude, go have fun.
Yeah.
Push each other in the pond.
Try and fly off the roof.
Yeah.
Take some cardboard and tape and see if you can make wings.
You know, so I don't want to sound like I'm an old guy. Like, hey, it was so much better when I was a kid. I just see that is dangerous. Like, scientifically, it's dangerous to watch so many hours of screen time. Like, it messes up your circadian rhythm. It's bad for your vision. You know, all these things. You're not interacting with real people. I mean, sometimes you are, but it's not the same as like physically playing with somebody.
It's
You're
not the
getting
same
exercise.
You're not getting, like, you texting back and forth or talking to someone through a computer screen, like social networking and being face to face with someone. You get those social cues. You say something that offends somebody. You can see the look in their eyes.
Yeah.
You can hear it in their voice that you've hurt them by what you've said, or that you've done something. You've made that person laugh. You find your sense of humor. You find how you can make somebody laugh. You find how you make somebody cry, and you kind of figure out who you are socially. And by all the communication online, via text, via chat, all that stuff, kids don't get that. So they can say the meanest thing to somebody. There's no filter.
Yeah.
You can just put it there, and you don't have to watch that person's face crumble because you stuck your foot in your mouth. You know, there's no more putting your foot in your mouth. There's no more putting your foot in your mouth.
Yeah, it's not me being like old, afraid of technology and stuff. That's just dangerous. It's just not good for kids.
No, not at all.
I mean, like,
I don't think so.
I think texting is good in the way that it's just like, why would you call somebody to talk about, like, hey, do you want anchovies on your pizza? Hey, just thought I'd call and do that. Like, you know, if you can just text something like, hey, we're doing this. Want to come?
Yeah.
Cool.
But to have giant conversations, or those that are listening out there that are married, where like you're arguing about stuff. You're at work, your wife is at work, at home, working from home, you're working from home, your wife is at work, and you're arguing and you're having these conversations that should be done face to face, to hear the emotion, to see the emotion, to pick up those cues.
Where a judge can't see it. And your wife's, message registry. You know.
Yeah. You know how that old shtick goes.
Yeah.
But, so like all that, I hate it. I've often, like, I thought the other day, you know what? Am I going to do it? Should I switch back to a flip phone? Yeah. And ultimately, I thought, you know what? I can't. So I'm thinking my job has to be able to get a hold of me. Can they do that on a flip phone? Yes. But a lot of times the information that my job needs of me, I need to look up on a computer, which would be my phone, because I don't carry my laptop around all day.
Yeah.
So then it comes to like banking and like social media, I could do without. In all honesty, I want to get rid of, the only reason I do Instagram and Facebook is for this show. Uh-huh. If we had people that just took it over, I would never pick up Instagram and Facebook again. If we had people to run it, to post every week, hey, this is up, this is what's going to be talked about, throw up some pictures that may have to do with what we're talking about, those types of things, which in my mind is what I would love to do. I just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
If we had somebody that did that, and then if we recorded on Tuesdays and by Sunday we had somebody that said, hey, these are a couple questions that were asked, would you like to answer them? I would totally get away from social media if we had somebody to run our social media.
Yeah.
Other than that, like, I like my phone to be able to look up the weather, but do I need that? No. My banking, I pay all my bills on there. Can I do that from home? Yes, I could. So I kind of start to go through and I'm like, pros and cons, would I be able to? And I think I talked myself out of it. I'm like, I can't. Just like with work, I can't. I have to have that information at my fingertips as
Right.
far as that goes.
It's convenient, but like, do kids need that? That's the question.
No, kids
my
do
kids
not
don't need to
that.
know the weather. Their
No.
teachers are going to tell them. They don't need to know, like they don't have banking. They don't need to be playing video games at school.
They don't need to be playing video games at school. And here's another thing. This is a thing that gets talked about a lot in conferences and things like that deal with the mental health of children. When we were kids, you would go to school for 8 hours a day. If you had a bully, if you had a problem with someone, there would be a face-to-face. There might be a 3-minute interaction with this bully. Mm-hmm. And the rest of the day was you looking over your shoulder or complaining to your buddies about what you're going to do to that person or how you're scared of that person. Or you would go home and you knew that you had a weekend to play at your house, to do whatever you wanted to do before going back to school on Monday.
Yeah.
And what's happening now is kids are going to school for 8 hours a day. They're dealing with bullying. They're dealing with peer pressure, and it doesn't end. It doesn't end at 3 o'clock. That bully who said stuff to him that they walked by, the girl that doesn't like the other girl that walks by her in the hallway and says something. Then when they go home at night, they're all involved in Snapchat groups, and they're saying more horrible stuff online. And they're up till 2 a.m. So-and-so said this to me. So-and-so said that to me. Yeah, well, I'm going to say this to her. And I'm going to say this to her. And they're not getting away. They're not unplugging and just saying, yeah, when I was at school for my 8 hours a day, I have this kid that I have to figure out how to deal with. But when I go home, home is my safe place.
Yep.
Home is where I can decompress. I can debrief with my parents about it, talk to somebody about it. And now kids don't. Because parents get home, parents are super busy. I felt horrible today. Today, my kids have been wanting to see Doctor Strange. We have not been able to see it. We weren't able to see it over the weekend. We wanted to try and see it this week before they go back to their mom's house. And I got stuck at work. I usually get out of work at 3:30. I was stuck at work till 6. Had to get home, make dinner for everybody. Yeah. And then basically we get done making dinner and we had a really good family discussion and laughing around the table. And then it was getting ready for the podcast. So I even feel bad that tonight I can't interact with them the way that I want and, go see a movie with them or anything. But parents come home, they're busy as all get out. Their kids see them buried in a phone. They're buried in a phone. And I was just really interested after the day that I had today with all of this nonsense being distributed on this phone case that I'm dealing with. I wanted to ask you, as a parent as a person who bucks the system, a person who you're not afraid to go against the grain. I was wondering that about you. Are you getting to that point where?
Yeah. The peer pressure thing does not have any sway on me. I feel like I grew as a person so much by not having what all the other kids had.
I agree.
By being this total nerdy kid and being poor, we didn't have a lot, and I didn't have cool clothes. I had these thick glasses and we didn't have a Nintendo, things like that. We didn't have a microwave when I was a kid until I was in high school. Just things like that, I think build character. And I'm worried my kids aren't getting that. I don't want them to suffer needlessly, but I also want them to appreciate things.
Yeah.
And so you have basically swayed me. They're not getting smartphones. They have what they need.
Yeah.
A flip phone you can text on. You can take really bad pictures on it.
Yeah.
If you get into pictures, I'll get you a camera.
The flip phones nowadays they actually have decent. I believe their cameras are decent. It's just a flip phone. Mm-hmm. But I believe they still have good cameras. All right. So, if you wanted to snap a picture on a flip phone, you can do all that stuff. Yeah. But, as far as a flip phone, you're not going to be able to, I don't think, get Snapchat, Discord,
right.
WhatsApp or, all these things where Kick, where people are like doing all this like just nonsense with it.
Yeah.
So with you guys, as we bring this freebie portion to an end, with listeners, I want to hear from you guys. I'm interested in this. I'll be paying attention to the Diabolical discussion page on Facebook. Let me know what you guys have to go through. If you have kids that are reaching that point, if you have kids that are in high school and already have their smartphone, we want to hear your guys' opinions. Let us know what you did with your kids. Let us know, like right now, hopefully, did we sway you? Can we start the change and, again, defeat Satanism? This is a small way of defeating Satanism by taking that power back with our kids. I just want to hear what you guys have to say about it. Are you in that, like Reese right now, where you're thinking, do we get our kids cell phones or not? I think you should not. From the stuff that I have to see in my job, would blow your mind. If we sat down and had beers and I opened up and told you the stuff that I have to do for my job, your mind would be blown. Yeah. So, kids, like I said, I have been blessed. Unless my kids are completely faking me out, there's nothing that's ever happened where I would, something's gotten back to me that they've done something stupid on their phone. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't do the hey, I'm going to check your phone as much as I should. Yeah. I think I told my kids at one point, you have zero privacy. Don't think because this is your phone, this is like a little secret, you're private, it's your diary. You have zero privacy. At any point, if I want to pick up that phone, I can pick it up. You better not give me lip about it. If I ask you for a password, you're giving it to me. There is no privacy that you get on that phone. Yeah. And whoa, I just knocked over a fan. 1 second. And so even my oldest, I made the comment earlier that my oldest is 18 years old. So whatever she does now, that's on her. That's still not true. She still lives with me. I want to say lives under my roof. I don't even live under my roof. I'm homeless. I live with my sister. But as long as we're still taking care of her needs, she's still got to obey by our rules. Yeah. If she's going to do stuff with her phone, she's more than welcome to pay her own cell phone bill. If she wants to get stupid on that thing just because she's 18. But, that's just not her. That's not her personality. But so parents out there, I'm rambling. We want to hear your concerns and stuff like that. And I'll be more than happy to get into more detail about my job and what I have to deal with if you're dealing with that right now. Reese is yawning very large.
No, Joe, no.
So we're bringing this freebie portion to an end.
I'm trying to warm up my pipes to say piece of pizza.
Oh, okay. So see you later, guys.
Piece of pizza.
See you.
Good?
Yeah, that's good. Bye, guys.
Good.
For more shows like this one, visit rockcandyrecordings.com.
Joseph?
Pickle got to Florida.
And where are you, Joseph?
I'm trying to show you my face.
I can't make my lights go on. Hi. Hang on.
Hey.
Hey there, fella.
You're running away. You're running away. Don't run away from
You're
your
running
problems.
away.
Confront them.
Don't run away from your problems. Confront them.
Join me now.
Join me now.
How come you never say join me now?
Join me now.
You know?
I'm gonna. I just didn't. I didn't think.
I hate that you don't.
I just didn't. I didn't think
you
of
need
it.
to say it more.
Yeah.
Just
I know. I need to say it more.
I'm recording already.
Just
You
think
should
of
be
that.
too.
Just
But,
I'm recording
I am.
already. You should be too.
Good. Just
But
think of that. Just go up to
just think of that.
randoms. at the
Good. Just think of that. Just go up to randos at the
Instead of my
grocery store and go
homeboys at the
join
grocery
me.
store.
I bet you'd have a few takers. I bet you'd have a
I
few
think
takers.
so, dude. I was gonna tell you, let me just give me a couple more minutes. I got to hit the meth pipe, but I'm gonna save that for later.
Okay. You know what's better than meth? Or half better than meth?
You know what's
This
better
stuff.
than meth?
You snort it
Or
or
half
what?
better than meth? This
I mean, I
stuff.
guess you can. It's Coffee Mate.
I mean, I guess you
zero
can.
Sugar.
It's Coffee
chocolate
Mate,
cream
zero
creamer.
sugar,
How are
It's
you?
amazing.
chocolate
What are you
cream
doing? Just freebasing
creamer.
it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, or I put it in my coffee.
Okay.
Your coffee
Yeah,
just
or I
basically
put it in
tastes
my
like hot
coffee.
chocolate.
Joe,
And it
it's
makes your coffee
8:30.
just
Are you
basically
drinking
taste like hot
coffee right
chocolate.
now?
Yes, but I'm drinking decaf.
Yes, but I'm drinking
Last time
decaf.
I'm
Oh, hey.
drinking
Last
what
time
I
I-
like to call an FTW.
Oh, hey.
Did you get a can koozie?
Did you get?
I did, and
did you
got
get a can
A
koozie?
employee shirt, but I forgot to put it on, and it's out in my car.
Oh, I didn't get a shirt, but I got a pickle and boot shop.
Oh, I didn't get a shirt, but I got
Kevin
a pickle and
Brennan.
boot shop
Kevin
can
Brennan.
koozie
Kevin Brennan.
from it.
Thanks, buddy.
Kevin Brennan. Yeah, Kevin Brennan.
I was
Thanks,
delighted
buddy.
to get that. Nice little note in there.
That I was
from ya.
delighted to get that.
I
A nice little
always
note in
enjoy
there
receiving
from
stuff
you.
from our fans.
I always enjoy receiving
fourth
stuff from
thing.
our fans.
Yeah,
This
I
is
got
like
it from a
the
fan.
He's a
third
friend.
or fourth thing
Not just a
that
fan.
I've gotten
He
from a
sent the
fan.
other two. Didn't he send the pint glasses?
And
He
he
did.
sent the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
two. Didn't he send the pint
Come
glasses?
to think of it, maybe he sent all
Yeah.
four things. But regardless,
Phenomenal.
let's just
Come to
say
think of it, maybe he sent all four things. But regardless,
yeah, I mean,
let's just say
Reese's
four
Pieces
fans.
that
Makes it
somebody
sound
gave me
better.
at work because they were like, "Did you know there's a cat candy named after you?" And I did not, but I got them,
Oh.
and now I'm gonna give myself diarrhea on the air.
Oh,
Perfect. Because I'm teetering on the brink of diarrhea. I
perfect.
thought
Because I'm
should I
teetering
go
on the
before
brink of
you
diarrhea.
call for
I
this?
thought,
And then I was like,
should I try and go
nah,
before
roll the
you
dice.
call for this? And then I was like, nah, I'll just roll the dice.
Kenny Rogers.
I'm a gambling man. Call me Kenny Rogers. You gotta know when to hold on. Know when to crap your pants. Know when to run away. And
You already
when
covered
to
that.
crap
The
your
knowledge
pants.
of when it is appropriate to crap your pants.
Yeah, always.
All right,
Yeah,
should we clap?
always.
Yep.
Because none of this is going on the episode. All this good stuff,
Yep.
it's all downhill. 3,
No.
2, 1.
Oh no.